It's been over a week since the MLBPA launched its campaign to collect signatures in order to unionize minor league baseball. And a few days ago, it was reported by the MLBPA head Tony Clark that the response from minor league players toward the union authorization cards has been tremendous so far. Now we've come to learn just how tremendous the response really has been. Over 50% of minor league players have signed the cards. First off, what's the MLBPA got to do with minor leaguers? The MLBPA is a crucial advocate for the rights and interests of players today. It has been particularly active in recent years in the campaign for minor league players to receive better pay and working conditions. The union sued Major League Baseball in a class action lawsuit in 2019 on the grounds that the organization's treatment of minor league players violates federal labor regulations. And that is exactly how the MLBPA plays a significant role in the baseball world. The MLBPA has been working hard to improve the environment for minor league players, and it appears that their efforts are beginning to bear fruit. Just over a week has passed since the MLBPA started giving minor league players union authorization cards, and the response has been overwhelming. The MLBPA's future appears promising as more players become aware of the advantages of union membership and continue to vote to be unionized. Up next, we'll tell you what the big deal about unionization really is. So here's the thing. Union authorization cards are a significant asset. How? Well, to put it briefly, a player must have a union authorization card in order to join the MLBPA. With the help of this card, also referred to as the MLBPA card, a player can take part in union activities like voting on collective bargaining agreements and negotiating player contracts. The MLBPA card also gives a player access to union benefits, including health insurance and disability payments. A baseball player must have participated in at least one professional baseball game in order to be eligible to apply for this card. Minor league players have limited protection and make less than minimum pay without unionization. They find it extremely challenging to maintain themselves, let alone a family, as a result of this. Minor league players would get a much-needed voice and better working circumstances through unionization. It was found that minor league players were earning less than what is regarded as the U.S. minimum wage. This amounted to just under $6,000 a year, which is, well, not much. Authorization cards from the MLBPA have essentially signed membership cards from a union. The minor league players may vote to unionize if a sufficient number of them sign these cards. Now, since 50% of the minor leaguers have already voted and signed and are rooting for unionization, they've made it very apparent that they would like the MLBPA to represent them. Coming up, MLBPA acknowledges the overwhelming response. The MLBPA's executive director Tony Clark said in a statement on Tuesday that minor league players have made it unmistakably clear they want the MLBPA to represent them and are ready to begin collective bargaining in order to positively affect the upcoming season. The union's drive to gather signatures began only a little more than a week ago. However, the union claimed that was enough time for a substantial majority of minor league players to approve the initiatives. The MLBPA claims to have written to MLB asking for voluntary recognition of the union's work on behalf of minor league players. If the league chose not to do so, the union will probably hold a formal authorization vote through the National Labor Relations Board. Next, why exactly are minor leaguers so keen on signing these cards? Dominic Yerego, a relief pitcher at the time in the Oakland A's minor league system, told NPR in 2020 that obviously we're at the bottom of the totem pole, but we're still professional athletes. He also went on to mention that despite playing professional baseball, he's struggling more now than he did back in college, and we think that's really saying something. 5 organizations completely stopped using their minor league players when the pandemic started right before the 2020 baseball season. Others agreed to pay even if there is no season. Later that year, the league cut ties with 40 teams in the minor leagues. MLB increased the minimum minor league wage in 2021, and teams were then forced to provide lodging for the majority of minor league players. A $185 million settlement was struck earlier this summer between the league and hundreds of current and former minor league players who had sued MLB in 2014, claiming that the league had broken 3 states' minimum wage laws. We think keeping all this in mind, it becomes easy to clearly see why players would so eagerly sign these cards. MLBPA is a big thing, and it achieves so much just through unionizing. Now obviously, minor leaguers see that and they're well aware of what Tony Clark, the head of MLBPA, can do for them. Hence we see them putting all their eggs in his basket. Lastly, what's next for minor league baseball? The topic of minor league player compensation has long been divisive. Even ordinary franchises in the major leagues are projected to be worth billions of dollars, and the average player pay is above $4 million. In contrast, the bulk of minor league players only receive compensation during the regular season and make between $400 and $700 per week. According to organizations that advocate for minor league players, the majority of players make less than $13,590 federal poverty level for a single individual during the course of a season. Despite new challenges, the battle against low pay in minor league baseball goes on. But now, with unionization looking probable, we think it's definitely definitely about to get sorted. Our best guess at the moment is that minor leaguers are coming very close to seeing better days. Now on to other news. Firstly, the Players Association for Major League Baseball joins AFL-CIO. On Wednesday, the Major League Baseball Player Association formally joined the AFL-CIO, strengthening its ties to the broader labor movement as it works to unionize lower league players and considerably increase its membership. The affiliation was revealed by MLBPA Executive Director Tony Clark and AFL-CIO President Liz Schuler during a Wednesday morning Q&A at the National Press Club in Washington on the Sports Council of the AFL-CIO, which has 58 unions as members and represents players in football, men's and women's soccer, and other sports. The MLBPA will join other unions that do the same. Tuesday saw the continuation of the quick unionization efforts as the union asked MLB to voluntarily recognize the MLBPA as the negotiator for minor league players after more than half of the union authorization cards were returned. Players can petition the National Labor Relations Board to be recognized if MLB does not voluntarily recognize them and if more than 50% of players who participate in elections desire to unionize. Next up, Mets caught by Braves in NL East. In the past 12 or so hours, some have referred to the Mets losing control of the NL East after 147 straight days at the top of the league as a collapse. It didn't help that they lost to the Pirates 8-2, allowing Atlanta to even the score with them. However, the Braves, who are the defending World Series champions, have been an MLB best 62-24 since June 1st, so their position in the race is not accidental. The Mets haven't given the Braves much, despite the terrible statistical company they've joined. New York hasn't lost a month this year, going 19-11 in August and 17-8 in July, although they're 2-3 this month. This season, the Braves have once again been a fascinating narrative. The Braves are a team that is looking like they might be able to become the first repeat World Series champion since the New York Yankees won 3 straight, including one against the Braves, from 1998 to 2000, thanks to Austin Riley having a season deserving of the MVP discussion and Spencer Strider being in the conversation for the NL Rookie of the Year award. Lastly, long balls this week. Yelly launches one to the stratosphere. Tuesday night at Coors Field, Christian Yelich hit a 499-foot moonshot into the third deck, making it the third longest home run track since StatCast started keeping track of statistics in 2015. This was the longest home run of the season according to StatCast. In that time, only Giancarlo Stanton at 504 feet and Nomar Mazara at 505 feet have hit greater home runs. Stanton's home run in 2016 occurred at Coors Field as well while he was still a Marlin. Who was batting first for the Marlins on that particular day? Yelich, Christian. Yelich's bomb was a fun sight, but it ultimately didn't assist the Brewers as they fell to the Rockies and dropped 3 games back in the NL wildcard race. Another long ball this week belonged to Twins catcher Gary Sanchez, who on Monday afternoon sent a 473-foot home run into the stands at Yankee Stadium. The 4th longest home run this year, and the longest outside of Coors Field was Sanchez's blast. That's a wrap for this video. What are your thoughts on the tremendous response that the minor leaguers have shown? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one.